Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Yashfa Iftikhar and I'm presenting this as part of our Business Process Reengineering course at Comsat University Islamabad under the supervision of Dr. Saisin Raza Basi. Together with my partner Rimsha Sajid, we worked on a based BPR assignment based on our field visit to a real world software company called United Solutions located in Islamabad. So, United Solution is an IT company that offers services in web development, mobile apps, e commerce solutions, and digital marketing. They work with clients from across the USA, Canada, Europe, and the Middle East and employ over 200 people, including developers, designers, and marketers. The aim of assignment one was to perform a complete business process reengineering analysis. That means we had to identify problems in their current workflows and propose improvements using VPR methods. So the as a first step, we started with interviews and observations, focusing mostly on project manager who shared key insights about their internal challenges. So we applied process mapping and workflow analysis to understand their existing operations. So some major issues became clear, things like project delays, scope creep, and communication gaps. So we chose to analyze the following problems in detail. From our research, we identified seven main issues, but only three were validated as major after interviews and analysis. So the first one was unclear project requirements. Clients often give vague inputs at the beginning, causing confusion later on. And then the second was poor module division. Projects were not divided into proper modules, making coordinations harder. The third one was frequent changes from clients. There were no structured way to handle client changes mid-project, leading to inefficiencies. Other issues like rapidly changing technology or testing inefficiencies were not considered critical by the project manager, as the company already had solutions for those. So, to confirm these problems were real and worth solving, we used interviews, process observations, benchmarking, and root cause analysis. For example, we found that scope creep affected about 35% of the projects, and poor module structuring increased bugs and delays. This validation step was important to ensure we were solving real issues, not just making assumptions. So, based on our validated problems, we developed BPR strategies to solve each one. The first strategy was for unclear requirements. We proposed a structured framework using Jira and Confluence, standard templates, and early client validations. For module division, we suggested using microservices architecture and breaking projects into well-defined independent components. To manage client change request, we recommended implementing a change request system with proper approval, workflow, and impact analysis. So each solution came with its own tools, expected outcomes, and a change management plan for training the staff and involving clients. So similarly, assignment 2 is focused mostly on implementation and results. Assignment 2 focused on putting those strategies into action and validating the results. So for that, we implemented requirement traceability metrics, API mocking tools like Postman for parallel backend or front-end work, and then the test automation like reusable scripts like Selenium POM, Trello integrated change request forms with auto-generated impact reports. And over a monitoring period of several weeks, we tracked key performance indicators before and after implementing the solutions. So the results were rework reduced by 57%, project delivery became 20% faster, scope changes dropped by 55%, and client satisfaction improved from 6.5 to 8.5 out of 10. These results showed that Our PPR efforts were successful in reducing delays, improving the quality, and enhancing client relationships. So, in conclusion, this PPR project gave us real-world experience in identifying workflow issues, validating them with data, and designing targeted issues. United Solution benefited from streamlined processes, and we learned how to apply PPR methods to improve organizational efficiency. It was a great learning experience and helped us understand the impact of proper communication, structure, and planning in a software company. That was my part. Thank you for watching.
Hi, my name is Ramsha and I will continue with the remaining part of our presentation. This part of our presentation includes the assignment 3 of our BPR. The main goal of our BPR assignment 3 was to validate the solutions that we provided in assignment 2. So this is an overview of the proposed solutions that we gave in our assignment 2, that includes requirement traceability matrix, API mocking, and cross-device testing, automated change request, improved client transparency, faster project cycles, etc. So if we take an example of our application of one of our proposed solution, that was API mocking, that we use in our mobile application development at United Solution. The outcome was that the integration of front end with back end was seamless, and there was no delay. There were no delays, and the app was delivered within 1.5. The app was delivered 1.5 weeks earlier than our estimated time. Here's a timeline that shows our implementation. The Jira setup, API mocking, and change request automation, how these were implemented, but there were some challenges that we also faced while doing this PPR. The main challenge that we faced was that the people, they showed some resistance towards these changes, and the integration delays addressed with pre-testing, and the learning curve eased with video tutorials. So there were these were some of the validation methods and KPIs that we used. That includes KPI tracking, dashboard, stakeholder feedback, benchmarking, defect rate, and other things. So if we talk about the stakeholder feedback that we got, was that the QA team gave the feedback that the testing was more predictable. The mobile app team lead said that the API mocking cut the dependency between the delays, and the project coordinator said that the RTM enhanced their traceability and client transparency. So there was also a real world validation. There was a project going on at United Soul, that was Furniture X, where these solutions were applied, and few of the outcomes was that the project finished 1.5 weeks ahead of its deadline, and there was reduced rework, there was faster CR turnaround, and there were less meeting times. So this is a chart that shows the quantitative and qualitative results that we got by applying those solutions. And if we compare our matrix from pre-BPR and post-BPR, you can see there were significant changes that we observed. So as a reflection, we were very successful in implementing the BPR. There was a rapid 6-week implementation, and the main solutions were RTM and Jira and automated CRs, and the lesson we learned was that early buy-in is crucial, and training, it reduces resistance, visual progress motivates the team, and the future improvements that we are looking forward are that clients can access to Confluence and Slack integration for CRs, and we are planning to extend the API mocks to all modules, and this is a continuous improvement strategy that we are looking forward to adopt in order to be successful. And this is a KPI metric comparison that shows pre-BPR and post-BPR values. So this part includes the assignment 4 of our BPR, where we applied a model. So just to give an overview, these were the problems that we identified, their solutions and their impacts. This is an overview of the quantitative and qualitative results we got as a result of applying BPR. So the model of BPR that we thought was the most applicable in terms of this, in terms of the United Soul, we thought was the Hammer and Champy's BPR model. The main principles of this model is to rethink our business objectives and use technology for new workforce, focus on outcomes and not just tasks, empower cross-functional teams, reduce delays and redundancies. How we thought that this model is applicable in terms of United Soul was due to the outcome driven processes, centralized documentation, integrated tool chain, eliminated redundant steps and team autonomy. So this is a graph that highlights the implementation timeline and the resources that we used. The success factors that impacted the BPR was the cross-department collaboration, streamlined requirements, parallel development and testing automation. But there were also some challenges that we faced that include resistance to change, to learning curve, misaligned expectations, delayed ROI, client involvement, over-standardization and incomplete automation. The lessons that we learned was that early stakeholder engagement is very necessary and the processes should be really transparent. For faster decisions, the purpose-driven automation and cultural change needed measurable KPIs and future plans. So thank you.